Welcome back to Strictly Gluten Free. Today I'm going to show you how I made these cheese and bacon turnovers. My name's Donna. I've been a home cook for around 30 years and diagnosed with celiac disease around 18 months ago. So I still remember firsthand how overwhelming it felt to start a gluten-free diet. This channel is dedicated to cooking delicious gluten-free food without compromise. All the hints and tips that I've learned along the way over the last 18 months, I will share with you on this channel. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, then maybe consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any of the videos. But until then, shall we make some cheese and bacon turnovers? Okay, for this recipe, firstly, make sure that your oven is preheated to around 200 degrees C, around 410 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you're going to want a puff pastry, some bacon, around 6 rashers of bacon, grated cheese, I've gone for a mature cheddar, and 1 egg beaten. And that is all we need. So firstly, let's open this pastry. I've gone for the Just Roll puff pastry, gluten-free. This works really well, it's consistent, it's available, readily available in the shops. So, you know, it's just worth using. Okay, so roll out pastry. Make sure that it's come up to room temperature, as I said. The last thing you want is for this pastry to crack. So there you go. Flatten it down gently as you can. Right, so a really easy tip with this recipe, in order to get equal amounts, is to very gently fold the pastry over. Now you're not looking to flatten it, but you're just looking to create a crease. What that'll do is give you a line to cut to. And then if you do it around a third and a third again, you'll have the lines to cut to. And that will make it really easy to make sure that you've got consistent amounts of pastry for each of these bacon and cheese turnovers. And there we go. Mostly consistent. And that's it. So we just move those out a little bit. And then load them up. I'm just going to cut the edges of this bacon sheet off as well, because we won't need all of it. And that will just make it a little bit easier to work with when we're putting it onto the tray. Go. There we go. So firstly, let's take our bacon and lay that onto each of the sheets of pastry diagonally. So you're just going to want to pop that on there. I've tucked the bottom of it under, just so that it fits, and just repeat. There you go. Wash your hands next. Before you touch the cheese, you want to wash your hands. Okay, the next step is just to put the cheese on the top of each of the rashers of bacon. Just like so. Not wasted any. And there you go. That is what we're looking like. So the next step is just to fold these in on each other to create the turnover. So what I like to do is get the egg wash and just egg wash the pastry that's effectively, as I've said before, going to become the glue. I wanted to show you this particular recipe because It's nice to know that, you know, this pastry is easy to work with. When you've first been diagnosed, it's nice to know that there are a few things that are similarly priced and are really easy to work with. And this pastry is one of those. So there we go. And if you miss these in the likes of Greg's, etc., other bakeries are available, then it's just, yeah, it just brings that back. So just turn that over there and that one over to there. There is your turnover. So you just repeat that one there, and the turnover number 2, number 3. Just gently push it down just to make sure that it kind of stays where you want it to stay, she says. And then you glaze the top, pop them in the oven. So there we go. That's what we're looking like. So let's just get these glazed. Okay, so the next thing is to get these onto the baking sheet and then pop them in the oven. So I'm going to move them in a little bit, just make it a little bit easier on myself. Okay. And that is what we're looking like. So I'm going to pop these in the oven and I'll see you in 25 minutes. Okay, so the timer's just gone off. Let's see how we go on with those chicken and bacon turnovers. There you look. Absolutely tremendous. Bacon and cheese turnovers. They are going to be hotter than the sun right now, so you're going to want to leave them to cool just for a minute. They need to cool completely, obviously, but they need to cool enough so that you can eat them without burning yourself. So let's just leave those for a minute and then we'll get on to a wire rack. So that's it. Gluten-free bacon and cheese turnovers. If you liked today's video, consider giving me a thumbs up. Better still, if you're going to make this recipe, then drop me a comment and let me know how it goes. If you like this kind of content, I'll be making a new video every week, so be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on anything. But for today, thank you for watching, and remember, keep it strictly gluten-free. See you next time.